Dynamics, right? We go Dynamics Pro in here. We pull this up, and we do have pivots in here, so this is pretty cool. Inputs. Let's get rid of everything else. Oh, look, you decided to come to work today. My favorite man.
Hello, hello, hello.
The
Audio
daily
test. Can you
pivot.
hear me? Testing, testing,
Hey, I can hear
testing,
you.
testing. Nice, nice. Yeah, I just wanted, just felt like sleeping. What was it? 5 more minutes. But yeah, I'm just kidding. I couldn't tackle with all the stuff right here, but man, that I almost bought the top this time. Like for real.
Man, that's why you got to come to the live stream, bro.
But did I?
No, that's why you have to. You should be coming and taking the trades with me on the live. I don't know what you're doing at Piper over there. You're missing all the trades, man.
Oh man, we're nailing it, man. We're nailing it. But yeah, absolutely. Seems like we're gonna be making some changes. I don't know, maybe in the future. Seems like I don't know if you know anything about it.
I have no clue what the hell's up Piper's sleeve, man. He just wants me to send all of my viewers to his viewers.
I don't know. I'm just
I'm gonna
asking.
have to charge him.
They're already educated. Go get them, right? Oh, $1? I know, man. That pump is retracing a lot. Are you in a long
Yeah, I'm
now?
out now.
Or
$700 profit.
nice.
But I did take a loss this morning too.
Oh, really? Where at?
And I
Also
did miss
Bitcoin?
and I missed 2 trades, okay?
I missed this one, man.
I was just about to go over it,
Uh-huh.
but did you take any trades? Did you get long?
No, I was expecting to get long throughout the 15 minutes time frame. Like I was
But he
expecting
didn't buy
it to
the
be.
top.
No, also didn't buy the top. Man, I was throughout the class, and I even gave this a trend line. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be waiting for Flip to bring on this trend line. And then when I look it back, as soon as it was over, it was 2 candle pump, and I was like, dude, I need to enter. But then I did again another analysis, and it was on rejection zone. So I was like, man, FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. But no, not this time, right? Not this time, I said. So not buying the tops, waiting for retracement. Good thing. I mean, I also got tackled with work stuff, and then when I look back at Bitcoin retracing almost everything that gained, basically back at a range top. So we'll see. Maybe this could be. Oh, there you go. You have a red box in there. Is that your entry box? Is that your secondary entry box?
No, I'm done. I'm done for the day, man. I made my money.
You're done
I'm not trading anymore.
Oh
It's
man,
Friday.
that's look at that! It's bouncing. Shoot, I might wait just a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna be focusing on the class, and after the class, I'll see. Oh, I have the other
You're
class,
gonna
so I guess
FOMO.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
lie,
be.
man. I could
What?
smell my microphone has another sensor. It says OC FOMO, and I can smell it. It starts smelling like
Oh yeah.
tacos.
Al pastor, tacos al pastor, please. Al pastor, favorite ones, man. When you come visit, I'm gonna
Oh
take you into
man.
those. Oh, FOMO for real, man. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not denying it. The FOMO on I mean, dude, I'm sweating at this point, and I have the fan here. I
It's
want
minus
to
12.
enter.
Come to Canada. You'll be okay.
Man, love the cold. Love the cold. Oh shoot. But the point is that I'm not gonna be jumping in today. Yeah, you mentioned it's Friday. I'll after the classes, I'll just see if I found an entry after the FOMO has gone. It's just too recent of a sentiment, guys. If you don't know if you're new here, I'm a very sentimental trader, and I try not to have filters in this class, right? So I'm not gonna be playing it cool. I'm gonna playing it just like my heart feels it. So you know exactly what I'm feeling, and I think you're gonna you're gonna identify yourself sometimes with me, right? I mean, the FOMO is real, the food is real, everything is real, and the point is that we need to learn when to enter, right? So, feelings aside, is it a good entry point? Is it not? What is the best case scenario? Fight your feelings because feelings are not going away. Ever, 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 ever. So, I mean, unless you're a psychopath, which again, I'm not saying that that's bad. I think so, right? You won't have any feelings for it. So, other than that, I think I don't know. It's gonna be a fun weekend. It's gonna have some volatility. I don't know what's going on in the big markets at this point that might be making the pumps and dumps. I just think that there's just like Alex mentioned yesterday, there's just not good news around. There's no bad news around. So just Bitcoin is, I don't know, pumping and dumping to the upside, steadily going to the upside. What's that?
Bro, I told you
Ethereum.
Ethereum, bro. I told you.
Man, fuck Ethereum, brother.
I told
Fuck Ethereum, man.
I told you, bro. I said the
Oh.
bottom is in, bro.
Man, I got you
Right
recorded.
here.
Yesterday, I went like, I'm gonna get some, and you were, I didn't say to buy it. I just said the bottom is in.
Bro, I told
Oh,
you
man.
the bottom is in.
Yeah, they told me that. Yeah, they told me that. Yeah. Man,
Look.
it's just like, dude,
Look at this,
fuck
okay?
Ethereum. Yeah.
You know what? I got proof, bro. Okay? Look at this. Are you ready? You
Let's
can't
see it.
deny. You can't deny January 28th on Twitter.
Nice.
We
nice.
have bottomed on ETH. January 25th. That's where I called it.
Nice. Oh
I'm
man,
just
Ethereum,
saying.
it's freaking going, man. Ah shit. Oh fuck Ethereum. If you're new here, man, I've been trying to trade Ethereum for. I mean, I was like a. I mean, we're not bad on Ethereum, but we're not as in profit as we should, right? In fact, all of my hits have been on Ethereum, and fuck Ethereum, man. Fuck Ethereum. Oh shit.
Oh man. I'm gonna say I
yeah.
told you so. Let's go over the trading day for today,
Let's go.
and what kind of went on here. So we have our this isn't easy to do, but previous day highs and previous day lows can give you some really good levels. So if we're looking at our previous day high, this was it right here. Okay, so looking at this to be tapped this morning, 3 drives bearish divergence. Okay, so going over my trading morning, and you know what, like poor performance for me again. Okay, so I'm on the 1 minute time frame. So this morning I shorted here. Whoop, quick $50, half a position size right when I got up. Okay, easy trade. Bearish divergence coming back down to the middle of the range. I took out 50%. It came back, stopped me out, $50 in profit. Okay, so that was my first trade this morning. I had this. I literally had a trade set up like this on the live stream. OC, like literally like this. Okay, looking for this daily pivot,
Yeah.
and guess what? Hit it to the exact fucking dollar. Okay, and I didn't take it. Right, I didn't
Oh
take
man.
it. Because I'm a big pussy. Okay, but you got to push up. So big fair value gap in here. Okay. You got 3 drives of bearish divergence. Very easy trade. Threes, I always tell you guys, threes make you money, okay? So 3 drives of bearish divergence, perfect resistance level, money flow point of control, liquidity at the highs, and a daily pivot. Okay, so multiple confluences. Didn't take it, didn't even take the retest. Okay. And then we came down in here. Now, this is where the pain began. So I'm not in a trade. I've only made this trade. And this is like molasses. Okay. We're sitting in here, and this is so slow. And what happens? Bro, my VWAP disobeyed me again. Okay. So everybody on the live stream was saying SFP. Okay. So what did Alex O Crypto do? He went long, right? Um, bro, I had a short trade here because we missed the high up in here. Okay, swing high to swing low, golden pocket rejection continuation down. Okay, so I had that set like that at the golden pocket on the live stream. You can watch it, and guess what happens? Alex O Crypto goes long. Why? SFP at the lows. SFP at the lows, holding VWAP, which is barely a hold on VWAP. Holding VWAP means you touch it and then you come back on top of it. So misread on my part. Push up. Oh, let's get bullish. I go half a position size here. Then I add full position size here. Then I get stopped out here. $300 loss. Okay. But I always risk 300 to make 900. Okay. So full transparency. Always. But I should have shorted, right? It's always easy to note when you look back at price, okay? In the live moment, sometimes not as easy. So one, good trade, mistrade, loss. Okay? Then we come down and I have this area in here. What is this area? So we have a bunch of confluence in here. We have order block, liquidity, okay? Golden pocket 786. If I go from swing low to swing high, because we have bottoming structure, sorry, let me get rid of all these lines so you guys can see. But because we have bottoming structure in this region, I am looking for a continuation trade, okay? Looking at this on the 12-minute, okay? Just so you guys understand. We're coming down, breakdown, okay? Double bottom, higher high, okay? Bottoming structure. So I'm looking for a higher low and continuation. Okay, makes sense? That's why I was looking for the long. However, big resistance, money flow point of control in here, mitigation of the high. Should have been shorting into here, then longing into here. I had this level already marked out. And that was a 786 golden pocket retracement zone that I was interested in a bounce and continuation. So we pull that there. Comes down. I get long right in here. Okay. Stop loss. Now, this is one thing that saved my ass. Okay. Because we did sweep lower than the 786, I put my stop loss just below this low here. That was my invalidation point. My stop loss was here, and we almost hit it. Okay, we almost did hit it because I got long right here. I got long right here. Okay, so I had to wait through all of this. Everybody, I think one way was cheering me on, saying to hold it. Everybody was saying to hold it. I even made them vote, and they said hold it, hold it, hold it. So we held it. Take profit 1, take profit 2. Stop loss up here. Stopped out of that trade, $600 profit.
Nice.
The invalidation point, the entry, the take profits turns, a $300 loss, a $50 win, and a $700 loss turns it into a $450 day. Okay? But you don't do this without good risk management. You see why it's so important to take a good loss so that you can reevaluate and re-enter? So a lot to learn, a lot to practice, but good trading nonetheless. Jose, you can long now if you want. Let me check. Wait.
That's what I was looking for right now. Oh, man.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
long
look
right
at
now
that.
If you want.
Oh,
can,
man.
yeah.
What?
You can. You're allowed. I'll go
Thanks,
long
buddy.
with you.
I was just expecting your signal.
Half a position size.
Nice. Let me write that down. Wait.
What is with these?
What?
Come on, you don't know. You don't use a typewriter.
Just for the important things, I do. Oh, man. I still don't have my signal there. I mean, I'm on dynamic reactor. That should be enough for half of a position, as you mentioned. Let's go for it. Why not? Let's go for it. Half a position right there. Let's just click there. 104 bucks. This is a 10% of my account, but in reality, because I have another location, we are pushing this because it's a 10. It's a 10. Sorry, a 1K account, right? So we're trying to maximize as possible. I usually just advise you to do it 3%, just so you know, full transparency. At this point, my entries on Bitcoin are 200 bucks because I have a different approach to it. Remember, half a position, I always want to be a full position. So half a position set very low my stop loss, and then I'm going to be trying to allocate lower if that is the case. If not, as soon as I'm in profit, moving stop to entry and going forward with the trade. So let's open the long. Let's see. Yep, enter right away. And of course, it's retraced. Oh, perfect. Let me share that with you guys. Oh, come on. Let's just put it live.
Bro,
Can I share
you're
it, my friend?
slow. Why aren't you in the trade, man?
I already in the trade.
Oh, are you?
I have, yeah. That's why I said I'm gonna share it. So let me
Okay.
share it. Yeah,
It's gonna run away from you.
I'm already into it. It's retracing. I mean, the only thing that I don't like is that on my trend line, we are below the trend line. So that means that we should be going lower, somewhere around 1,000, 104. 104, 200-ish.
No.
Yeah. Let me show you.
You're so bearish. Show me.
Yeah. I show you mine. Don't worry. By the way, this is
don't embarrass me, bro.
no, come on. So let's just take a look at what I'm saying here. No indicators, right? If in fact, if you're starting trading, I know we sell indicators, right? But the easiest way to learn indicators is first starting to use your brain and then add the indicators. That way, you're gonna be looking if you are correct or you're incorrect, adding confidence, so on and so forth, right? Let's go into the trade. There we go. So we have this trend line here, right? Breakout, retest below the channel. Usually break inside below the channel. That tells me close candle back inside the channel. That tells me with a 78, 76% possibilities that we are going to be hitting the bottom of the channel. It's not telling me that we're going to be going lower, but most likely we're going to be hitting the bottom of the channel. In fact, that's exactly on my behalf. That's why I entered with half of a position. I told you guys $100 or as close as I can, because my full position on Bitcoin, it is a $200 position, right? There we go. Look at that, retracing. And then my next entry is going to be somewhere along this lining here, which is somewhere around 104, 200, as you can see. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yes, we're hitting on dynamic reactor. We're bouncing, but once again, we have the trend line here. Let me just visit, because this is basically non-indicator. So I do need to add my indicators to confirm what I'm seeing here. And that is not just a weak perception of what's happening here. So let me add, where is my, oh, look at that, nice. So I'm adding my quantum reactor. Quantum reactor adds more strength to this bounce, all right? So between this and this one, the lower area, it is becoming stronger, right? So let's see, what else do I have? Support, nice. Lower area, again, stronger. What else? Let's see, do we have anything? Higher area, they're like 40, we are like 40, 60, man. I don't know at this point. Let's take a look at what else. Ooh, loud order block. All right, loud order block, it is an order block. So order blocks are magnetic, which, ooh.
Are you sure you haven't had any of the cerveza already?
No, man. Maybe a little bit of caffeine. Well, I have some. This is not commercial. This is not promotion or anything. I just chewed 2 of these things, man. It has caffeine, natural caffeine, and I don't know what the hell it does. Natural cocaine. No, I'm just kidding. L-theanine and vitamin B or something like that. Man, amazing. You gotta try it. Better than a coffee, I would say. Without the better, better than
Look
a coffee.
how big my coffee is, bro.
Nice. I also just finished mine, man. Throughout the show. Oh, so louder the block. What is for the new members? I think this is gonna be interesting. order block or anything that you had on your screen is a support or resistance. So this is a support. But every single thing, it has its superpower, or the power up, just like in a video game, right? Yes, it's a support, but an order block, it's magnetic. So it is pulling the price action towards it to then reject it, right? Especially because we have an 81% bullish in that one. So man, I would say that at this point, we are still 60-40. I mean, if I don't see something else that actually kind of leads me to liquidations might be the breaking edge at this point. We'll see. Look at that price action. Telling you. So, liquidations, we already have liquidated up, liquidated down. So, not much. I don't think that we're going to be hunting those because there's a big gap. So, yep, I'm staying with 40-60 or even 35-65% that we're going lower at this area and then bounce from it. So, we'll see. We'll see. For that matter, I'm going to be allocating, once again, my entries here. By the way, this is the trick. Look at that. I'm also calling in 50% my entry leverage. I usually do 10x, all right? Because of the amount of volatility that I'm expecting throughout this month, I need to be steady, slow, and surely, right? So that's why I'm also cutting in half my leverage. This gives me, look at my liquidation price, 84,000. I don't think we're going to get to 84,000, right? Which allows me, at least on the 15 minutes, not to have a set stop loss so far. Which means I don't need to allocate my entry right away. What I'm going to be doing is just going here, setting up my alert a little bit above where I want to enter. There we go. And as soon as that alert hits and rings, I'm going to run into my charts and see and look for, let me just get rid of this, whatever that is. And going to be looking for a flip of the ribbon. Flip of the ribbon, money flow up, and volume again pointing up. If I don't have any of those, or at least two of them, I'm not longing and I'm letting it go. Why? Because then my next target, it's all the way here. 104 sharp, right? That way, I'm averaging down my entry to whatever the center between those two entries is, or whatever. Broken English incoming, my friends. Sorry. That is that is my plan for now because of my stop loss. I want to average down to half of my position and then exit once again, just like we did it here, right? Buy the bottom, sell the top, because we're averaging. Oh, where is it? Our previous entry right. Our previous entry right here, and then exiting as we are on profits here, and then riding the last of our profits to came out on profits. And of course, remember, we are still 8.9% above in 2 weeks. So I think that's pretty respectable. Let's try to keep it up in there because remember, usually an average, it's still good amount to grow your wallet per month. Depending on the month, it is between 3 and 6%. So I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Again, it's just the second week. We still have 2 more weeks to go to start closing those average per month. All right. So let's see. Seems like we are going farther down, my friend. I don't know, but still, pretty good entry. Am I on profits or I'm on loss? Barely on loss. There we go. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out throughout the rest of the class. Fuck Ethereum. Fuck Ethereum. And man. I mean, I was expecting for that one, but I just flip it over. But whatever. Because yes, and we had it on video here also. You called out the bottom. You called out the bottom. That is a matter of a fact, right? Let's take a look at any altcoins. Oh yeah, guys, any altcoins that you want to see for the weekend. I want to take a look at SPX Gold and start seeing what's going on there because man, choppy has been this thing. Look at that. I was expecting a further movement to the downside to hit some lows, but seems like, look at that. That third was the charm, right? But I was expecting a third dip before this movement. Looks like if I even hold it to the very bottom, look at that. Almost perfect, right? Maybe this not counting it because it just pop, jump, right? We keep going over. So it's time for me just clear this up and start drawing new stuff. First, let's measure previous highs, right? Let's then adjust because we're trying to break them. Let's add our indicators. By the way, TradingView in all technology has been, I don't know, weird, man. So when you have this, just click the gear icon, change something, change it back, click OK, give it a second, and it should be reloading, right? All right, so we are above dynamic reactor. We are neutral on both prime score. Neutral starting to look like bullish, right? What I would say is that let's take a look at other indicators in here. And I want to see order blocks. There we go, order blocks. So order blocks, remember they're magnetic. But again, they need to be strong for they to act upon the price action. So far, we have soft price action, but we are on a golden light on predictive ranges. So that is a big area to start or to be breaking. Something important is that we are against, right now, we are against resistance, and we have flip of the ribbon. Look at that. Another important thing, look at your true 7 here. Look at your true 7. It's pointing up.
Quack.
What?
Quack, quack.
You see an inverted
Goose
goose head? Oh, could be. Could be, yes. This looks more like a flamingo, an inverted flamingo head. But yeah,
It's Canadian
it does.
goose.
It's a Canadian goose. So I will be looking for, and this is because this is an an index. I'm not looking for far up into the purple just now. I first want to see those reactions or rejections on the gray area, right? So on the indexes, the gray area works the best before going to the purple. So I will be calling for a slight higher high and then a retracement to make a cricket double top-ish, if we can call it like that. Maybe not all the way up, maybe something like that. So just be aware because we could be flipping back down. So far, I will only be entering or looking for another related assets. If we break, we make a little flag, and then I'm going to be trying to enter at the bottom as we have flip of the ribbon. So it's been a little shaky, still bullish, but it's been a little shaky. Let me pass it over to you, Alex. Oh, you see, you want to do XRP? Nice.
Yeah, right. You're
Yay!
dreaming. Dreamer.
Oh man.
I'm going through Pepe here. So Pepe. I ain't touching XRP.
I'll do it. I do it.
With yours and someone else pushing. You know what I mean? Do you know that saying?
No, I don't think so. But I don't know if the same one that I have in my head.
I'll have to text it to you. It's kind of rude.
Then I think I know it.
Inverse head and shoulders. Okay. Just playing out here. Why aren't you guys using 3.37? So we just updated. So I have gone to that one with the prime, prime ranges now?
Yeah.
And I'll update for next week. But for me right now, I have a specific order. I know where they flip on and off, okay? I know what predictive ranges are. I know where my dynamic reactor, my bands, right? So it takes a little bit for me to set up my template all over again. A little bit of time, which is very few and far between right now. So, but I'll have that updated for next week. Sorry about that. I'm sure OC will too. But very busy. So yeah, inverse head and shoulders breaking out here. The key for Pepe right now is there's a big gap in volume in here, okay? Big gap. So if Pepe can come back up, you can see the gap. You can see the volume here, and you can see the volume here. So Pepe can move really quickly through this area in comparison to others. However, a nice push-up does mean possibly overextension. So for me, key level right now for Pepe to hold is going to be around this however many zeros, 1416. Actually quite close to where I took a breakout trade from here way back when, and that was like a very, very, very nice trade. So Pepe, when it wants to go, it can. For now, I would look for it to get back up, reclaim maybe this general area in here. Now you can see you do have a stopping point in here. Not much though, not much, but I would look for a retest and continuation. Your typical retest does come back down and revisit the lows, but this is a meme coin, so for me, you can use a very small leverage and get into something like this and make some money. Okay, so whether we have drawdown or not, I'd be looking at this level here and look for it to come and take these levels in here. But your main target, I would say, is for Pepe to get above this area here at 17.3. You can see the support in here. Okay, this is going to be your main area. Look, it was trying to hold on for dear life here, right? And then it dropped. So that's your main target. Obviously, this can go much higher if we get a rotation into altcoins, but initially looking to retest, push back up within this range, hit that 15, 16 area, okay, and then try to get to that 17 and flip it as support. Okay, this could be a long trade, but a lucrative one nonetheless if it does decide to go. Okay, but I'd be looking for a little pullback and a continuation here on Pepe. Okay, and then going over to Sui doesn't want to break down. I've done a lot of TA on Sui recently, and it just is going sideways. Okay, I believe we were doing this for banter too. I would like it to come to $4. Okay, $4 would be ideal for me for a pullback and bounce. Okay, then we look to come all the way up into this range. $4, $4.30, 4.28. It's going to be that level of resistance as well for your Sui level. Breaking this downtrend, getting out of that. So any sort of higher low right now, you're looking to buy it up, whether it's down in here or down in here, but you're looking for a nice higher low and continuation back up to our $5. Okay, so right now, chopping sideways, not an easy token to trade right now. I'd let price action develop. Okay, look at this, choppy. Okay, for me, I want to see, it'll chop, but eventually it'll pop, right? So I would expect this, then that. Just trap. In my opinion, this is trapped longs. People pressing buy in here, when really it's going to sweep and then go. So I'd be looking down at $4 and then targets of 4.28 and 4.60. Okay, for Sui. So it back to you.
That was fast, nice. So let me take a look at here. I was looking at Bitcoin here. I'm changing stuff. If I was on a trade, if I was in a full position, I should be taking profits like 1 second ago. So let me just go over that one really quick, and then I come back to you into the next. What is the next? SRP. I'm going to be taking also XRP. Let me share my screen here. So since we are bouncing from the dynamic reactor and heading to the trend line, there we go. My taking profit should be at the trend line there, right? So it went almost at the trend line, almost to be able to be taking profits, half of an entry out, but I'm half of an entry, which means I don't have that luxury. And I'm also 5x, so I don't have that luxury. So I need to wait. Most likely this is going to be going overnight. We'll see how that trade plays out. Just so you know, depending on what strategy I'm using, is going to be the results or the next step that I'm taking. But if I was on a full trade, the hit of this trend line will represent TP number 1 because this is a resistance, all right? So TP number 1 taking 50% out and then trailing the rest, or TP number 2 and then trailing the rest. Just so you know, but at this point, since I'm already 50% leverage, 50% position, I don't have that luxury. So let's go and take a look at XRP. So XRP. Oh, no. Oh man, it's been behaving very well. Look at that. Let's take a look at the 4 hours.
Buy XRP. That's the trade.
Oh man, a little bit below. I'm expecting a little bit lower here, and that is because we don't have a decisive flip of the ribbon. This flip of the ribbon, it's being like I don't know, very weak and not that I don't know strength. It doesn't have that strength or that energy that I'm looking for, like a flip of the ribbon like this one. It is more like in here. You see, like rounded, slow, right? Flip of the ribbon. Is it a good opportunity? Maybe, right? But look at that. I mean, and I don't see that like concave option. So that's why I'm expecting to jump in a little bit lower right here. You see that I have three different alerts right here, one on my main entry, and once it hits here, I'm gonna come back and watch the flip of the ribbon. If the flip of the ribbon has a better shape, I'll jump in maybe with a 50% entry here, half of a position, and I have my next entry right here in case that fails. And why is that? Because not only is very close to the previous weekly high, we also have, where are you? There we go. We have a big support line right there, which also coincides with this week and also this big rejection. So I know this is an area where we can see big rejections and also will create, if you allow me to, there we go, we'll create maybe another trend line to create a higher low, and then to become bullish, well, then we just need to put a higher high, right? So that's why I will be taking the risk in case this area fails. My next entry, my area of entry is gonna be somewhere around here. There we go, 285-ish. Remember, those are areas. Once they hit my alert, in fact, you know what, let's just move it slightly above. There we go. Why? Because lately I've been missing trades by inches, man. So I need to be a little bit before my entries right there. All right, so that's XRP on the 4 hour. We'll see if we have something more interesting in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, broadening wedge in here, nothing too crazy. We have a higher low, but also but also we are piercing through the zero line. Yes, we have a reversal of all volumes looking down. I would say we still need to have a little bit of weight to break the broadening wedge to whatever area it's going to be breaking again. I believe that we're going to be going downwards here and maybe creating a little bit of a Bart Simpson-ish in here at this point. So it kind of like looks like this area here. So let me see if I can paint it. So it looks like, for example, this area to be this one, and then this area to be like this one. We might be able to catch maybe that trickling down effect, but we'll see. At this point, I'm just standing by on XRP 15 minutes. Better entries on the 4 hour, if that makes any sense. So other than that, let's take a look at what else do I have. Do you have anything on online or to pass it over to you, or should I be taking the next one?
Which other one do we have?
It's been
Total
requested
three?
total 3. Yeah,
Yeah, I can go over total 3.
nice.
Absolutely. As long as you say please. No, I'm joking. You can say whatever. You can say do it now. Do it now, like Arnold. Who's your daddy? Do it now. Much love, Daga DT. Let's go. So what are we looking for on? I think it's just like total 3 needs to be kept simple. Okay. What were we looking for before? Okay, let's look at total 3 in history, baby, because we love history here. So we were looking for expansion. Okay. Now what happened here is that in this low here, we had, or in this high here, we wanted to see expansion last run. We pushed up, okay? Let's not forget the amount of inflation between here and here. So naturally, you're going to go a little bit higher, okay? That's always something to take into account. Inflation changes the dollar amount, okay? So let's say we pushed up here, but we really haven't seen expansion. It comes back in and it chops, and then it pops, okay, into our all-time highs. That's what we got last run. So what are we looking for this run? Is very similar thing, right? So we can do the exact same thing. We can mark out our highs, which I have, right? We have our highs in here. We are looking for expansion, which, you know, if we're looking from this previous high, the first high that we had, right? we have come up a little bit higher than our previous high here, and we have chopped about, but we haven't gotten into expansion, meaning more money coming into our key areas. Okay, you can see I have alarms up here for, market cap on total 3 being hit. This is telling me, hey man, you probably want to sell some shit. Okay, at 1.64 trillion here. That's just, I think, a Fibonacci extension, right? And who knows how high we can go. But what we want to see is this thing push out of here. Okay, and we're not seeing that as of yet. So what are we looking for? Looking for this thing to break out and continue, right? If we're going into the minutia, the short-term time frames, well, we want to see bottoming structure. What do we have in here? We got bottoming structure, meaning higher highs and higher lows coming out of a low, right? So are we out of the woods yet? Absolutely not, right? Absolutely not. However, looking a little bit better. What are we hitting right now? Resistance. Very clear resistance. Okay, so you can see that. So maybe we get a retest and a continuation here. I would think we're a little bit overextended. A little bit of humble pie before we go would be nice. And then maybe we break out, okay? But we have yet to break out. We put in a top. We broke down. We put in a bottom, okay? Accumulation. There's our spring. Out we go. Flagging out. Okay, broke down a little bit more than expected. Probably that AI shit, and now it looks like we're gonna go. Okay, so we're close. Maybe the best thing I would suggest is set a trend line alert here, right? And maybe that can be your warning sign. I always set these ones a little bit further out, but I would expect something along the lines of holding these lows in here. So if we push up, we come back, we break out and go, right? Something like that. Otherwise, we roll over, we continue to put in higher lows on the way up here, and we continue out that way, okay? But to me, coming into February and March, this is the kind of show me the friggin' money, man, or I'm getting the hell out of here. Sell in May and go away, right? So we prepare going into May. Show me the money, baby. Okay, so April, May. So let's mark out here and say, hey, man, if we should be looking to sell, right? We still got quite a bit of time. And guess what? This thing, when it goes, it does not care. Look how fast this can move, right? There's your example. Okay, there's your example. That's not even in May, right? Look how fast this thing can move when it moves. Okay, so be aware that we could go banana zoned like you all want. I know I could see all the banana zone people in here. You guys all want to see this thing go like this. Yeah. Okay. And guess what? I do too. Okay. But we don't want to smoke the hopium too early. I think there's some. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. I think there is still a little bit more humble pie to be eaten, meaning a little correction before we go. Okay, but it is looking juicy. So that's my thoughts on Total Twee.
Nice. Guys, it's time for us to wrap the class up. If you are a plus, please visit us right away in a couple of minutes back on the plus classes. We're going to be talking about the barometer today and explaining a little bit of what we're going to be expecting further through this month. So I think it's going to be a very interesting class on the plus side. Other than that, Alex, what do you got for the people before we go?
Yeah, great community here. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you're learning a lot and we can help you guys. Bring your questions always. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful weekend. Touch some grass and scary it. I'll try to update those indicators for you. All
Absolutely.
right, guys,
Thank you so much for joining. And as always, guys, see you guys this time Monday. Bye bye.